Now after we've gone through and cleaned our data, we're at a place where we need to get the data into MongoDB. So we've looked at queries to MongoDB and you've done some exercises. Let's look at inserting documents into collections. Now, the database we've been working with all along has been the examples database. And we've looked at a couple of different collections here. We've looked at the autos collection. We've also done some queries against a cities collection. Now this script that we're looking at here is actually the script that I wrote to clean the automobiles data. The way I originally wrote this was that it would simply output JSON documents that I could then import into MongoDB. And that's actually the strategy that I would recommend. But I think it's also important for you to have an understanding of inserting documents into MongoDB. And so we'll take this opportunity to show you a little bit about how to do that. Now, there's a lot about the insert statement that I'm not going to cover right here. But this is the simplest form of using insert. Now what we're going to do is simply loop through all of the autos that I've created up here in the code, where I've cleaned the data and essentially created a dictionary for each auto that needs to be inserted into a MongoDB collection. Then we're going to simply loop through the list of those autos that I've created and call the insert statement for each one of them, passing it a Python dictionary. PyMongo will translate this into a BSON encoding and send it across to the database. Now what I've got here is I've just got a couple of print statements, one that's going to demonstrate how many autos there are before we do this series of inserts, and one that's going to show how many there are after. Now to do this, I'm using a command we haven't looked at before, but I'm sure you can figure out what it does. Simply tells us how many documents were returned for this find command. Okay, now let's run this. Okay, so what happened was we went ahead and inserted all of those documents that we had parsed out of the CSV file from dbpedia for autos. Then what I did was check the collection, this my autos collection, before I did the inserts, and got a count of how many were in it. There were none. After doing all my inserts, I have close to 7,800 documents in this my autos collection now. So again, this is an example of the insert command in MongoDB, one way of getting documents into the database.